All right, good morning, everyone. And my name is Matt Chisholm, Vice President of Media Relations for the Giants. And I would just like to welcome you all here at Oracle Park as we introduce the 39th manager in Giants history. I'd also like to welcome those joining remotely on sfgiants.com, sfgigantes.com, the Giants YouTube channel, NBC Sports Bay Area, the NBC Sports Bay Area app, and those listening on KNBR 104.5 FM, 680 AM. Joining us today on the dais is Giants Chairman Greg Johnson, Giants President and Baseball Operations Farhan Zaidi, and then Manager Bob Melvin. Today's program is going to feature opening remarks from both Greg and Farhan, and then we'll do a brief jersey presentation followed by a photo opportunity. Bob will have a few remarks, and then we will get into questions from the media. So with that, I'll turn it over to Greg.
Thank you and welcome. On behalf of the Giants organization, I'm really excited to be here this morning to welcome Bob back home to the Bay Area and to the Giants family. Having been a member of this organization before as a player and growing up on the peninsula, Bob has seen firsthand the importance of Giants baseball to this community and to our fans throughout Northern California. He also knows how dedicated and loyal our fans are throughout the country and the world. I know I speak for many people, both in this room today and following from afar, that we are so excited to have him leading our club. I can't think of any other person in baseball with the level of integrity and respect and achievements that Bob's had in his career. Well, maybe there's one, but he's a little bit busy these days that you can think of. So congratulations. We're thrilled to have you here, Bob, and I'll now turn it over to Farhan.
Thanks, Greg. I echo, obviously, Greg's sentiments. I guess I would, first of all, say really fortunate that we had the opportunity to talk to Bob, thank the San Diego Padres for being accommodating and allowing us to pursue the perfect candidate, and for giving Bob the opportunity to come home and get an opportunity that he's really excited about, just as excited as we are to have him. And again, as Greg said, we just view Bob as the perfect manager and perfect leader for this team and this organization right now. All of his accomplishments in the game, winning Manager of the Year 3 times, and you won't see it on paper, but for myself and so many of the people who've been around Bob Melvin through the years, hearing from players how passionate they are about playing for him, about his leadership, about his care for them. There are so many players out there who played for Bob who to this day will say he's the best manager they've ever played for, and that carried so much weight for us in this process, and it's one of the many, many reasons that we're excited to have him as our manager. I know that some has been made about our history, and we had a really great partnership in Oakland, had success there. But honestly, when you look at all the reasons Bob's a great fit here, that is so secondary to his accomplishments, his leadership, and what I think he's going to bring to the organization. So I want to thank ownership for their support in making this happen, all the people in the Giants organization who are here in support of Bob and this hire today, and to our fans, just sharing your excitement at Bob joining us in this role. When I think about our familiarity, which I think can only help as we kind of embark on the next few years, which we're really excited about. As we went through this process over the last couple of days, Bob had the chance to speak to a few people in our baseball operations group, had a chance to speak to Greg, Larry, and other people in our ownership group. And really, right as we were kind of entering the red zone, I actually had to ask Bob, hey, is there anything we need to talk about? I'm just assuming that we're good, but just want to make sure that any concerns or anything you want to talk about gets raised. Don't want to presume a fit, and also, want you to feel like you can get anything on the table. And I think Bob himself had to kind of think about that question for a bit. And I'm sorry, I have to share this. He asked me, like, hey, where are you on pitchers with reverse splits these days? And I thought, man, is that really where we left things 9 years ago? But again, I think the fact that we had to dig so hard to find, topics to discuss and feel like we need to hash out is reflective of the comfort level I think we have in each other, my complete and absolute trust in his ability to manage a team and lead a clubhouse. And again, I joined Greg, our entire ownership group, and our entire organization in welcoming Bob and saying we can't be more excited to have you as our next manager. And with that, we will present the jersey and see if we can get this on him in one attempt.
Oh, we're doing that now?
I think so. Yeah.
It's been a while since I had that jersey on.
You have to speak once it's on.
Yeah, I know.
That's the drill. All right.
Thank you. That's good, 2 bucks. To hat too? Yeah?
I guess that's up to you.
Get hat hair here, that's fine. Fits. Well, thank you. Well, thanks. This is kind of a surreal moment for me. I grew up around here, as everybody knows, a absolute crazy Bay Area sports fan. Whether it was Cal and Stanford, whether it was the 49ers and the Raiders, whether it was the Giants and the A's, the Warriors, I was into it all. And, I was walking over here today thinking, talk about full circle. And, for me, this isn't even something as a kid you could even dream of, to be able to not only play here, manage here, go to Cal, manage the A's. It's not something you even dream about. So at some point in time, this will sink in. I guess putting the jersey on and in the hat is partly that way. But when I got up this morning, it just seemed like it was too crazy to even comprehend. So, to be back here and be in an area that to me is so important, and the Giants are so synonymous with the city. It really is. San Francisco is the Giants are San Francisco. And I don't think anybody understands that more than I do. And no one is going to be as responsible and caring and know this matters to the city, what this team means to the city. So thank Greg and Farhan and Larry and everybody else here that brought me here. Very surreal moment. Thank you.